If you could hear what I could hear right now. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. We're always on a 30 to 45 second delay here. Oh, wow, you guys are already popping in here. What's going on, guys? Rick and Denise, what's happening? Let me know as you guys are coming in right now. We're going to just let everybody get in here, literally like a minute or two, and then I'm going to get going right into this. Got a lot of value for you today. Going to cover a lot of stuff, but probably shouldn't take too long. As I always say, get ready to pay attention. Here we go. Everybody's starting to pop in. Awesome, awesome. What's going on, guys? Just say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. That'll also show you how to use the chat over in the side. I've got Rachel here with me, so you can ask questions in the side there. And then, guys, for those of you that have done this with me many times, I will hang around as long as I need to answer as many questions as I possibly can for you guys. So awesome. Hey, what's up, guys? Nice. Everybody's popping in right now. All right, guys, we'll give everybody 1 minute. While we're doing this, you can see it right below my name here. Go to connectwithjared.com. Make sure we're connected on all the different platforms, especially Snapchat, Instagram, these places, guys. We're going to do just like last time, run a little contest. All of you, I want you to take a picture of your screen or something that shows that you're on this training. Send it to me on Snapchat, tag me on Facebook, Instagram, these places, and we're going to randomly pick 5 people. And whether you want black or pink, we're going to send out these Jared James Today Defeat the Voice wristbands for you. They're a popular thing people love to have. I wear them every single day. Hashtag Defeat the Voice. So take a pic right now. Send it to me, as always, guys, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, both the fan page and the personal profile, on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure we do that. As you guys are doing that, I'm going to get ready to get started here. It looks like everybody's starting to come in. I don't want to waste a lot of your time at the beginning. Let me take a look here. Yep, a lot of you are jumping in right now. So we'll let that happen. Welcome, everybody. Hey, what's going on? If you're just popping in right now, guys, we're about to get started. Just jump over into the chat over there. That's where you can ask your questions. Rachel will be there answering your questions. I will be answering all your questions at the end. I'll hang out as long as you want me to. But in the meantime, I just announced here, take a picture, do something, let people know that you are watching this right now. If you hear something you like, tag me in it, let me know about it. We're going to pick 5 people that let me know that they're on this and they tag me in some way on social, sending it to me on Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram or one of these places. And we're going to send you these Jared James Today Defeat the Voice wristbands for you, okay? Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, thanks so much. I know you do. Awesome, awesome. I want to get going, guys. So a lot of you are familiar with me. A lot of you on here are not. My name is Jared James. I'm somebody that, you know, the stuff I'm going to teach you today and the things that I talk about in general, I'm not one of these guys that talks about something I read in a book. I sold a ton of real estate. At one point, I was the top realtor in the country under the age of 30, which, you know, comes from a lot of hard work, but also kind of knowing what to do. Everything I've done up until now, including right now, has really come from demand. You know, I never expected to do anything other than sell homes. And then the next thing I know, I was getting asked by an editor to write a book, and I did that. And then I was getting asked to speak at events, and then I did that. And then I was speaking at events, and they go, do you have a coaching, you know, program? So I started that, and everything just kind of grew and grew and grew. And to the point of today where we have an actual marketing department that does for a lot of agents the things that I know that they need to be doing in a 21st century world. But in some cases, they just aren't even sure how to do it. Our motto with that department is marketing at the speed of today, which is basically just the idea that things change constantly. And if you've been around for any amount of time, you know they change constantly. What's going on, guys? I see you guys saying hello. So things are always changing, okay? Our clients don't change, but how we get in front of them absolutely changes. Today, guys, if the stuff that I covered, I'm going to be very hands-on. I'm going to kind of screen share and show you step by step. I'm going to answer your questions. But if any of it is a little bit foreign to you, it's kind of a little over your head, or you're trying to figure it out, and it's just not what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, don't worry, okay? Literally, that just means that you're learning something. I put something up on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, and it said, you learn, and then you drop the L, okay? You learn, and then you earn. And so if some of these things are a little bit foreign to you, that's a good thing. That means that you're improving. That means that you're learning something new. And as I said, you learn, and then you drop the L. You learn, and then you earn. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're brand new. It doesn't matter if you run a huge team. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. whether you're me, whether you're someone else, this is the process we all go through. We learn and then we drop the L. We put into practice what it is we learn, which now ultimately helps us start to earn, which is really the point of a training like today, okay? What I'm really trying to do with many of you is really just, and I'm jamming this home with you guys, with our students, with so many people, is just getting you into today's age. You know, if I could use an example, and this is just what pops into my head, when you look at the way that the majority of real estate people are running their businesses today, the way that they're marketing their businesses today, if they're doing it at all, it's like the equivalent of, you know, they're walking around with pagers on their belt when everyone else has cell phones. You know, I heard a story the other day, someone I know pretty well forwarded me an email from their office, and they were getting together their office listings, and they were getting ready to market them. And it was this thing where, hey guys, it's our weekly whatever, $250, and we'll put your ad in the paper, and it might show up in this magazine as well. And then at the very end of it, it said, we're going to start testing Facebook marketing soon to see how that will work. And they sent this to me, and I'm just sitting there like scratching my head going, you've got to be freaking kidding me. But that is a microcosm for our industry. $250 for a newspaper ad that nobody's reading, and pretty soon we'll start testing this Facebook thing. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, and yet that is right now the world that we live in, where, like I said, the majority of our industry is still wearing pagers while everyone else has cell phones, okay? What I want to do for you today is I want you to understand that the cell phone is where it's at, if I can just continue with that example, okay? I really want you guys, when it comes to traditional ads, I want you to stop them completely, okay? It's not a matter of whether they sometimes work. It's a matter of ROI, return on investment. You can put the same amount or a quarter of amount or what she was going to put into that newspaper ad and get 10 times the return, because ultimately business is about attention. Business is about eyeballs. It's about having people's attention. And that means you have to go where people actually are. So we're going to show you a little bit of how that can happen today. I'm going to provide a lot of value today, okay? I'm going to even give you guys the ability so you don't run crazy. I'm going to have a place afterwards where I'll show you where you can even download the slides that I'm going to use today. I'm going to show you how to do everything that you need to do. I'm going to show you, okay? And then as usual, like I'll do most of the time, like I said, we have a marketing department. For those of you that are never going to be able to figure it out, for those of you that just don't have the time, it's not a best use of time for you. For those of you that would just rather have someone else do it, I am going to give you an option at the end to have our marketing department do it for you. But regardless, I'm going to show you everything you need today, okay? And even if you're one of those people that just goes, you know what, I want Jared's company to handle it. They can do it for me. It's no, you know, whatever. You still need to understand how this stuff works, okay? So like I say at the beginning of all of these, please give me your attention. Turn off all your other stuff unless you're posting something and tagging or whatever. Give me your attention because, you know, today's training has the ability to really teach you how to bring in leads on demand. Like as you want them, there they are. Once you know what to do, once you know what the rules are, once you know the little tips and tricks and those kinds of things, okay? If you are currently a marketing pro client of ours, meaning we create seller leads for you or something like that, that is different than what I'm doing today, okay? While it's still Facebook, it's completely different, okay? That is a program that's set up on a regular basis to put ads out there to generic business pages that lead potential seller leads to a landing page where they put in their information and it's sent to you. And that's an ongoing thing that you want to have going on. That's a separate lead. That's a separate line in the water. That's another revenue source for you. This is completely different, what I'll be covering today. And in my mind, if you're able to, it's something that should be getting done in addition to something like the Marketing Pro, okay? So with that being said, guys, let's get started, okay? This is always the fun part where we try to pull up the slides and make sure technology's working. So Rachel, I'm gonna look for a thumbs up from you once we know that this is actually working. But let's get started, guys. Okay, thumbs up. Good to go. All right, guys, let's go. So some of this stuff for some of you is something you've heard from me many times, and it's because I keep saying it over and over again because it's just true, okay? Business ultimately is about opportunities. in your area as a real estate person, it is not about being the best realtor. You become the best realtor by repetition, doing it more and more and practice and practice. But ultimately, it's about opportunities. If you want more yeses, you have to have more nos. And here's what we know. And again, if you're a student of ours, this is broken record right here, okay? So just stick with me till we move on to the other stuff. But we now know that 92 to 96% of people, I have no idea who these 4 to 8% are that are not, but 92 to 96% of people are now, whether they're a buyer or a seller, starting their searches online, okay? It's just the world that we live in. And like I've been saying over and over lately, guys, why would we not be marketing in a way that consumers are acting like, that we ourselves are acting like, okay? We know that now 70% of these people who go online work with the first person they have a conversation with, meaning the first person who's able to break through, able to separate themselves from being an internet troll to being an actual person, to having a face, to having a voice, to having a 70% work with the first person. We also know, and this is a huge shift in our marketplace, that these people, though, that are starting online, they're starting their process 6 to 18 months before they're actually ready, which is kind of crazy when you think of it. Some of them are immediate, but a lot of them are 6 to 18 months out. And that's why we can't just disqualify leads as, oh, these leads suck, or they're not legit, or they're not real, or they're not, you know, whatever it is, because what they tell you and what they actually do and act like over the course of time are many times two completely different things, okay? So today we're gonna focus on promoted / boosted posts. They're both called, it's the same, different names that are used for the exact same thing. But what they basically are is they give you the ability to really put whatever you want in front of anyone that you want. I mean, and think about the power of that for a second, okay? It's by the way, it's one of the reasons why, you know, from my perspective, sometimes people will say, how come you still do so many live events? How come you still speak at so many events? How come you still, and my response is always, because public speaking is so effective. Not only can you help a ton of people, but you have a conglomerate of a target audience right in front of you that wants specifically what you do. Do you know how difficult that is to get in the marketing world? Do you know when we were putting things up on billboards, you know, 1 in 150 people or 200 people that drove by actually wanted what it was that we were putting up on that billboard? And so speaking has that ability, but now boosted promoted posts also have that, because you have the ability to target a specific audience. And more importantly, what's important about this is that business grows. Your business will grow when you start growing with people who don't know you, okay? Yes, look, we love referrals. We love working with people that we know. We know all that, okay? But your business will ultimately grow when you start working with people, or people who didn't know about you yesterday now know about you. When you start becoming an option more, okay? And that's a lot of what today is gonna be about. So what will you actually learn on today's training, okay? You're gonna learn how to leverage yours or your broker's listings to gain buyer and seller leads, okay? So you can either use yours, or if you're newer, you can use your broker's listings. You just have to get their permission to do so. And the other thing I'm gonna show you how to do today that I haven't done too much of recently is that I'm actually gonna show you how to create buyer and seller leads without any listings attached to it at all, okay? And that's a powerful thing for a lot of you. We're gonna actually show you whether you have listings, whether you don't have listings, whether you're, you know, whatever, how you can literally decide, I want to work with sellers tomorrow. And I'm gonna show you how you can actually do that, okay? So let me show you, and Rachel, I'm gonna rely on you again. I'm gonna pull up the Facebook screen here. First, I'm gonna start off with kind of a step-by-step for you guys. Rachel, you can see that? Give me a thumbs up. First, I'm gonna start off with really a step-by-step for you guys. And then I'm gonna get a little bit more advanced on the actual rules you wanna follow. So here's how this actually works to begin with, okay? So this is Facebook, obviously. This is my personal profile. A lot of you follow me on here. A lot of you follow my fan page. They're two completely different things, okay? To do what it is that we wanna do on today's training, you all have to have a business page, okay? If you're gonna do this yourself, you're gonna have to create a business page. If you're gonna have us do this for you moving forward, we can create one for you, but it's literally as easy as clicking on this right arrow and saying create a page, and it's free, okay? So right now though, I'm gonna actually go to my fan page. Actually, that's not where I want to go up there. Let me go over here. Okay. For me, it's a fan page. For you guys, it's a business page. Same kind of a thing, okay? And so on this right here, this is where I'm actually going to show you how to now promote or boost a post, okay? Now, the first thing that has to happen is that you have to actually create a post before you can boost it, okay? So we're going to put together a post right now. And literally, I'm just kind of making this up as we go along. I'm going to add some photos. I'm going to act like this is an open house post, okay? So we're going to upload some photos. Images, here we go. We're going to use that one. We'll use this one, and we'll use this one, okay? We're going to upload these images, and then we're going to create some kind of a write-up, okay? And again, I'm literally just going to kind of make this up as we go along right now, okay? So we're going to say, first off, I'm going to let everybody know who follows this, the almost 19,000 people, that this is not real, okay? So we're going to go, Facebook peeps, this is a test I'm doing for a training. Please don't respond. Now, I hope that I did not have to tell you guys that not write that when you make your own posts. I think you know what I'm doing right there, okay? And then I'm going to say open house this Sunday, 1 to 3 p.m. Come check out this 4-bedroom colonial. Guys, don't worry about grammar. I mean, what do you call it? Punctuation and stuff. I'm literally just doing a write-up just so I can kind of show you right now how this works, okay? With stunning views of the sound, a beautifully updated kitchen, and a yard that would make Yankee Stadium jealous, okay? We're just literally just gonna write whatever, okay? Proceed with, and you guys, you're gonna notice here, I'm gonna get kind of creative. Proceed with caution, because if you come, you're going to want to make this house your full-time sanctuary, okay? We'll do something like that. You've been warned. I'm giving it a little personality, guys, because that's going to work a little bit better when you're dealing with potential clients who don't know you. As a bonus, now, guys, here's a call to action I'm going to put in here. Okay, as a bonus, the first 10 guests to show up will get a $5 gift card, whatever your area is. Tim Hortons, Starbucks, whatever, you know, we've got a lot of people here from all over the world, Canada, US, just whatever's gonna matter for you, that's what you're gonna wanna put here, okay? Make sure to tag a friend or share it with them and comment below. Email me at or call/text me at with any questions that you have. Can't wait to see you. Okay, why did I write that there? Because people do what they're told. So when you say share, when you say tag, you now place that thought in their head, and they're like, oh my God, so-and-so's looking. This might be perfect for them. This might be whatever. If you notice, I really didn't give too many details. I didn't even give the number of bathrooms. I gave the bedrooms, not the bath. I didn't give the price. I didn't give the location. I didn't give any of this stuff. And we'll be covering a little bit of why we're doing that in a little bit here. But this is just, okay, so I made the post. I published it just like a status update. Now, I am not going to hit boost post here, okay? I'm actually going to do it a different way. And the reason why is because if I hit boost post here, opposed to coming up here and actually creating an ad and then boosting the post through the ads manager, for whatever reason, doing it this way, which is so much easier by hitting boost post, doesn't give me the same number of options. And I'm not sure why that is. It's just the way Facebook is, okay? So I've created that. I put that up. Now I'm going to hit this little right arrow up here, and I'm going to go create an ad. And now it's going to start asking me a series of questions of what I want to do. And I'm going to go to boost the post, okay? So now that I've hit boost your post, it's going to ask you to name it, and I'm going to call it webinar test boosted post. You can call it whatever you want, okay? I'm going to hit continue. Now, this is very important, and we'll discuss this in a little bit as well, things like placement and those kinds of things. But you can either have a custom audience, or in this particular case, depending on where this open house is going to be, I'm going to say that it's in Milford, Connecticut. And then I'm going to say, instead of plus 25 miles, I'm going to say plus 10 miles, okay? You've got to decide how far out you want this to reach. Remember, what this is doing right now, this targeting, is that it's showing up in people's news feed whether they follow you or not, okay? It really doesn't matter, okay? And this is actually what's really cool about these digital, this digital marketing as well, is unlike that $250 newspaper ad that there's no guarantee of a return, you only pay for this when people engage. And that is a huge point that you want to pay attention to, because now you're going to actually start getting ROI, return on investment, on what you're doing, okay? Now, there's a lot of different demographics you can put in here. You can put age demographics. You could go into your detailed targeting, and you could change this to be just buyers. You could be home ownership type. You could be homeowners. You could be a lot of different things right now, okay? Me personally, for this, I'm going to leave this once I hit the area, depending on how many people it's reaching, I'm going to leave this as generic as possible, because I want to leave open the idea that someone who maybe isn't looking for this house knows somebody who is and might tag that person or bring it to their attention. Because remember, I only pay for engagement, okay? So if they see it and they don't qualify, or that's not what they're looking for, and they just move on, I don't pay anything. And now I technically just got branding in front of their face, okay? So there's a lot of different targeting I can do there, which I just showed you, where I can go in and I can do different interests. They like Zillow, they don't, they, different types of home ownership, different, all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna leave that blank, and I'm only going to go right now by the location, because I want it to show up in everybody's newsfeed, okay? The placement, we'll talk about this in a little bit. I'm not a big fan of having it hit all these different places. Right now, the conversion rates on Instagram are not high. I think that's going to change, but right now they're not terrific. The conversion rates on the desktop right column, which is basically where ads show up over here in the right column when you're going through Facebook, are not high. I want to keep this on the center of whatever they're using, which is their news feed. So I'm only going to put it in their desktop news feed and their mobile news feed, okay? And I'm not going to pay for the lower conversion ratios that these two are going to have, okay? So I'm going to click on those. Now I'm going to set my budget, and I can either go daily budget or a lifetime budget, okay? We'll talk about this in a little bit as well, but lifetime budgets tend to have a better algorithm working for them, and you tend to get a better bang for your buck, depending on the type of post that you're doing, okay? For this particular one, because it's an open house, I can do a lifetime budget, okay? Because I know when it needs to end. So if it started today, to go through Sunday, right? So if today's the 23rd, I want it to go through Sunday. I'll put Sunday on here, and I'll put, I don't know, 12:30 p.m. that it'll be showing up in front of people. Again, guys, you can put whatever you want. You can put $7,000. You can put $25. You can put whatever you want here, okay? But now this is going to run. It's going to turn off on its own on August 28th, this Sunday, 1/2 hour before the open house is actually going to run, okay? I've got options in here I don't really want you guys to pay attention to. They just get confusing. Do I want to schedule my ads only during certain times? Do I just let them run? If somebody engages, no matter what time of the day or night it is, that's a good thing, okay? Now I can name this ad set, and I can call this Milford plus or minus 10 miles for open house, just for me to remember, okay? I'm gonna hit continue now. And now it's gonna basically make sure that I'm doing the right ad, that I'm boosting the right post. So it's gonna ask me which page that I wanna boost. And this one, I'm gonna go with the Jared James fan page here. And then it's gonna ask me which post. And I'm gonna go select the post, which is the one that I just put up here. Okay, so now it's gonna show me that post, okay? Now that I've picked that, you guys, again, don't have to fully understand this, but I'm going to track my conversions using a Facebook pixel. Today's not a training about that, so I'm not going to cover that right now. And then literally as simple as this, I'm just going to go place my order. That's it. You just place your order, and that's it. I am not going to place the order right now because I don't actually want to run this, but you guys get kind of a sense right now of how that works, which is really all I wanted to do with you guys, okay? I wanted you guys really just see how it works, how simple it is. And by the way, this is being recorded, okay? So as long as everything works like it should be, this is being recorded. You're going to get to see how that's done. And the other things that I showed you, the slides and everything else, are also going to be given to you as well, okay? And yeah, guys, the way that I got to that created that ad, there's a right arrow in the top of Facebook where you just click on it, and there's all sorts of options. Create a page, create an ad, that's how I got there. I went to create an ad, and then I just went to boost post. It's literally that simple, what I just showed you. And I wasn't even doing a lot of targeting by demographics, which makes it even easier, okay? So let me now bring you guys back to our slides here. Give me 1 second. And then Rachel, I'll make sure that that's working like it should again. Thumbs up. Good to go. All right. So what can you use what I just did? What can you use it for? Okay. You can use it for open houses if you want to promote an open house and actually get traction or actually attract buyers and such, not just kind of throw something out there and appease your sellers, but actually attract. You can do it for coming soon ads if you want to try to sell something yourself. This is going to basically bypass any third party. This goes straight to buyers, straight to sellers, goes right to them. So if you have a listing you're doing as a coming soon, you can do a coming soon ad just like I just did there. You can do just listed ads, boosted posts. You can do just sold. And by the way, when I say boosted post, promoted post, same thing, okay? You can do just sold promoted posts. You can put a call to action on them where you do just sold in blah, 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 27 days for 99% of the, the asking price. This may have changed the value of your property. If you'd like to know how it's changed, comment below, email me at, call/text me at. You can create calls to action like that. You can do it when a price is reduced. You can do it if you have a new construction or a development going on. You can do it just to, and I'm going to show you this in a second, guys. You can do it just to create buyer and seller leads without even attaching it to a listing like I just did. In that particular example I just did, I actually showed a listing and I put the pictures up and made it about the listing. And essentially what I did was I put the cheese out to catch the mice, but we can do it without that. And I'm going to show you that today as well. You can do it if you're trying to recruit. If you run a team and you're trying to recruit agents, if you run a brokerage or you run a brand or a company and you want to recruit, you can use it for that as well. When you know how to use this, it's like having a limitless email database where basically you have the ability to get in front of everyone. The reason why we're able to get so many people on these trainings is because we have a huge database. We have a lot of people in there. So I can send out an email and a ton of people sign up, right? Well, you have the ability, just like I do in this world, to get in front of as many people as you want. It's just a matter of what kind of budget you want to put on that, okay? Really, whatever your mind can come up with, you can do. Period. I mean, whatever you can think of that is going to go in front of people and cause them to act or have some kind of reaction, you can do. You can target in any way you possibly want, okay? So let's talk about real quickly here. And again, because I know I'm going to get this question, we're going to make these slides available to you guys. So please don't go crazy trying to write everything down. It's more important that you pay attention, okay? Let's talk about some tips. Some of the tips here is that you want to use multiple photos if you're promoting a listing, but no more than 3 if possible, okay? And the reason for that, if you look to the side here, is once you go over 3 pictures, it's now going to do the +6 or +2 or whatever it happens to be on the side for photos. And as soon as somebody clicks that to see additional photos, that is now going to count as an engagement. And so whether they're interested or not, you're now going to start paying for engagements that you didn't want, okay? So use multiple photos when possible, but no more than 3. Don't lead like you see right here. Don't lead with a standard house photo in front like you see on this one right here, okay? That's standard. Everybody's used to it. They know what it is. Lead with something interesting. Do like I did in that practice one I showed you where I led with the pool, or I led with something interesting about the house that's going to grab their attention, okay? And number 3, and I can't explain to you just how important this is, always leave out the price and the location, which a lot of you are like, what? That's crazy. The reason why you're leaving out price and location is because it makes people contact you, okay? That's why we're putting at the end, comment below, email us at, or call/text us at, because even if they're only asking you, where is it located? Or how much is it, or whatever. These are buyers that are asking you those questions. And so location and price are just qualifying factors. which means that people use them to disqualify themselves from that property. So they look at the price and they go, oh, that's not the price I'm looking at, next. They look at the location and they go, oh, that's not really the school district I want to be in, next. But when you leave those things out, now they have to ask you, they have to contact you. You now have an opportunity with an active buyer who might be in a different price range, who might be looking in a different location than that neighborhood, but now you have a chance. And we said in the beginning, business is about opportunities, okay? I'm gonna show you this next slide. I think you're gonna have a little bit of trouble seeing it, so just kind of believe me about what's on here, okay? And I said, again, guys, I know you guys are gonna have trouble reading this, so don't worry about it. Just kind of take my word for this right now. This is an ad that we actually posted for one of our clients that was basically like a just listed ad. Here's the property, it's got some pictures of it. Nothing crazy special. It just got up in front of a lot of people. And again, you guys can't see this too well right now, but when I send you the slides, you're gonna see this much more clearly. And what you're gonna see is that all of the questions that came in from these people, and there were a ton of questions, I can't even show them all right here. They say things like, I'd like more info on this home as far as location and cost. Please send information for a visit. I'd love to see this house. I'd like the location and information for a visit. I'd like to see this house. I'd love to see it. What's the address? I'd like to know where it's located. These are the things that are being said over and over and over again, which are all people that, whether they're interested in this house or not, are now people that you never would have had contact with, that now they're potential clients. And that's powerful, okay? Now I wanna show you guys, and guys, this is gonna be really, really cool how you can do this right here. I'm gonna show you 2 different posts you can do that create seller leads immediately, and I'm gonna show you 2 that create buyer leads immediately. Again, you do not have to feverishly write right now. I am going to make a page where you guys can download these PowerPoint slides, and you can literally copy and paste. Okay, we do these. We just did this at the mastermind I was at. We do these with a lot of our students. You can create business whenever you want. Okay, now with this first one right here, just to make sure you guys understand, all you're going to do with these next 4 slides is you're going to take these particular posts that I'm showing you. You're going to post them as a status update, just like I just did when I was showing you how to do it, and then you're going to promote it just like I showed you how to promote it, to the same demographic, to the same people. The only difference is now you're not promoting a specific open house or new listing or something like that. Now you're just getting a message out, an update out to people who may be interested in buying or selling, and you're making yourself an option. So keep in mind, when you see something like the one that's in front of you right now, you have to make it applicable to your business, okay? I can't explain this enough. Don't lie to people, okay? Don't do that. So for this particular one, we had a client we did this for, that this was an exact situation they had. So change it up to match your situation, but this is the gist of what needs to happen. You want to post something like, I have several clients that are looking to purchase a new home, but have been unable to find anything as of yet. They can close in less than 30 days. If you or someone you know are considering selling, please let me know ASAP. I may be able to sell your home without it even going on the market. Comment below, email me at, or call, text me at right away. I look forward to hearing from you. Guys, I cannot tell you the gold that status update promoted to the right audience is if you actually do it. We had somebody last week that put a $35 budget on it over the course of 3 days, and she picked up 4 listings as a result. We had people at our mastermind that were getting 7, 8, 9, 10 listings over the course of 24 to 48 hours because people were not only texting them and asking them for more information, but there were people tagging people they knew were going to be selling, and now you have an option. You are an option for these people, okay? Here's another one. This is one if you're in an area that gets hit hard with winter. Again, if you're in a warm climate all year, this one's not gonna work, but it's just a matter of being creative. We come up with things all the time that'll work for your specific area. You just have to be creative. But this is one we use for our clients that have, warmer climates that get difficult in the winter and it starts to snow and such. And right about now, actually, over the next coming weeks is when we'll start posting these for our clients. And we'll have a post that goes out that says, professional photos of your house for free. If you're thinking of selling or know someone that is at any time over the next 3 months, so we're trying to get in ahead of it, then I'm offering to have my professional photographers come out now before winter hits to take beautiful photos of your house and yard while there's still no snow on them. To take advantage of this offer and get your free photos, just comment below with your information, email me at, or call/text me at blank before this Friday, August 26th. I'm putting a deadline on it, so they start reaching out right away. We're going to book up fast, okay? That's called scarcity. I look forward to hearing from you. That one is gold if you're in an area where winter hits and there's snow that starts to hit and that kind of stuff. You start getting people before they're actually thinking of listing, before they've started calling other realtors, okay? Now, let's look at some buyer leads one. This one's pretty standard as well. If you're looking to buy a house, I may have some options for you that aren't currently available to the general public. Now, I want to make this one very clear as I'm going over this. For those of you that are in our Marketing Pro program, and we create seller leads for you on an ongoing basis with the other program, this is perfect for you, okay? Because this actually works for you. If you are in anything where you're creating seller leads on a regular basis, you can use this particular one. If you're not, then you need to adjust it to fit your actual business, okay? But it's gonna say, hey, if you're looking to buy a house, I may have some options for you that aren't currently available to the general public. Buyers love that. We have access to several properties that haven't been actively listed yet and may be available for the right buyer. Those are gonna be your seller leads that are coming in on a regular basis, okay? By the way, this is also gonna give you an excuse that when these leads start coming off of this post, you're gonna be able to take those potential buyer leads, you're gonna find out what exactly they're looking for, you're gonna be able to go through your existing seller leads who haven't responded to you, and you're gonna be able to match up bedrooms, baths, what they're looking for, call those sellers directly and be able to honestly say, I actually have a potential buyer. Is it possible for me to show it? And now you're not only gonna convert buyer leads, you're gonna convert those seller leads as well, okay? And then it says, if you're thinking of buying a home, please comment below, email me at, or text me at blank right away. I look forward to hearing from you, okay? Now, here's another one that we can use for buyer leads. And again, guys, I'm going through these quick, but we will have the ability to get these to you so you don't have to be writing like crazy right now, okay? So next one here. This one we're actually going to use, and I'm gonna take this down and make sure it shows me now. This one that I'm about to show you is going to leverage the various home buyer assistance programs that are available, I mean, all over the world. I mean, it's crazy. Most of you don't even know what's available to you. And what you have to understand is that in order to bring these buyers in, like I'm about to show you how to do, they don't have to qualify for whatever program is available in your area. They just have to contact you to see if they qualify, okay? They might make too much money. They might have too many people working. They might, you know, there's a million reasons why they would or wouldn't qualify. That's not your job. You don't know if they qualify or not, but they've got to contact you to find out, okay? And so what you're gonna wanna do, let me just show this again. I wasn't gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna show you guys this because I want you guys to get real hands-on training right now, okay? So when I do this, Rachel, you see Google? Give me a thumbs up. So what you're gonna do is in your area, you're gonna look up something like home buyer assistance, if I can spell, home buyer assistance program. I'm just gonna say New Haven County. You can look up whatever yours is. I'm just gonna give an example right now of like New Haven County, okay? Here's one right here, City of New Haven. Wow, that's a big one. What you're gonna look for is you're gonna look for the highest amount you can possibly get, okay? Because again, it's not your job to say whether they qualify or not. Your job is to find the program. Now, I haven't done any major searching on this. I'm doing this right now. But this one in New Haven County, holy crap, is $80,000, which is like way higher than okay. So it's $10,000 that they'll get towards the purchase of their home, $30,000 towards renovation, and potential of $40,000 for college tuition, okay? What you want to do in your area is you want to look up what the best program is. In most of your areas, it's going to be $7,500, 12 grand, 20 grand. You got to look at what the best program is available. Then you need to find a lender. Let me come back to you guys here. Then you need to find a lender that is able to do that program. So now you have somebody you're connected with. So when you start creating leads, you can pass them over to that person to see if they qualify or not, okay? But now, once you find out what your number is in your area, now you're gonna be able to go, oh, okay, let me put this out there as the cheese that catches the mice. And now is when you're gonna put this out there. Let me pull this back up so you guys can see it. Okay, we're good. Rachel, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. Now you're going to grab that number and you're going to put out a post that says, if you're looking to buy a house right now, please contact me right away. I may be able to get you up to whatever your area is. My God, if you're in New Haven County, it's $80,000. But $12,000, $7,500, whatever your area is, towards the purchase of that home. Contact me ASAP by commenting below, emailing me at, or call/texting me to see if you qualify. Can't wait to hear from you. Guys, do you know how many leads and how many people we create for people doing this for them? Because what buyer is going to see the potential of them getting $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, $80,000 in New Haven County and not at least see if they qualify? And now, and by the way, who knows someone who's looking to buy who doesn't now tag them, who doesn't now bring it to their attention, who doesn't now, just in case. And even if they make too much money, they're not in the right, they don't, whatever it may be, and they don't qualify, again, who are you now talking to? You now have an opportunity with somebody who is actively looking to buy, okay? It's all about those opportunities. Now, let's get into some more helpful tricks and tips. Again, you guys can, if you want to try to take notes on this, go ahead, but I'm going to make this available for you, okay? So when you're doing these posts, you want to, whenever possible, try to have a call to action, okay? Some kind of a call to action. I gave the example before where I showed a gift card giveaway of a Starbucks thing. We did a thing with the professional photos, contact us by Friday. I gave you the example where I said, just sold your neighbor's property for blah, 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 blah. This may have changed your value. If you'd like to know how it's changed, contact me now. We just showed the home buyer assistance. That is a huge call to action. See if you qualify. That you want to have something that pulls them in, okay? Always give the option. If you noticed in every single one of those promoted posts I did, I always gave the option to call/text me. Why? Because when they do that, number one, 90% of them, that's what they're going to do. They don't comment below. Some do, most don't. They could email you, most don't. Most of them, talk to any one of our students that we're doing this with right now, our clients we're doing this with, 80 to 90% of them text you. Now, why is that powerful? Because you now have their cell phone number, okay? There's no trying to get it, no, you now have it, okay? So always give that option. When you're creating your promoted posts, your boosted posts, whenever possible, lifetime budgets trump daily budgets. And what I mean by that is, we have a lot of marketing clients and we spend a lot of money on Facebook. And so we actually had a dedicated rep that was helping us and walking us through a lot of the things they don't talk about publicly. And one of the things that she told us was that the way the algorithm works when you do lifetime budgets, like when we did that open house that ends on a specific date, that's a lifetime budget, that you actually get a better cost per conversion or cost per engagement than you do if you do daily budgets, okay? Now, having said that, lifetime budgets aren't for everything, okay? Like for our Marketing Pro clients, we always do daily budgets. For a lot of you that are running specific buyer and seller ads, like the ones I just showed a minute ago, those are gonna be daily budgets unless you know a specific end date, okay? So just whenever possible, you go lifetime, but it's not an absolute must, okay? You wanna keep your targeting as minimal as possible. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is they go in and they try to target so specifically that they basically shoot themselves in the foot, I want doctors who missed their second year of school, went back, top of their class. Like they come up with all these different things. And it's like, no. Just target the area. You can get more specific in the writing of your post. That will target your specific people. But you have to remember that many times it's not even that specific person that sees it, that reacts. It's someone else who knows them, who now tags them or brings it to their attention, that's actually going to be the business for you. So keep your targeting as minimal as possible. Location is an absolute must. Sometimes you might go age or you might go income. Sometimes, not most of the time. For the most part, you want to go location and then let it go. Every once in a while, you might target by, if you're doing a VA loan or something, you might target veterans, you might target that kind of a thing. For the most part, though, keep your targeting minimal. It's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. Keep your posts where they're easy to see and engage with. That's why if you notice when we made the ad, we turned off Instagram. We turned off the affiliate network. We turned off the right desktop, off on the side. We want newsfeed. That's where people actually engage. That's where we're going to keep our posts. Get creative. You know, I saw one recently, someone did a video that was in a condo complex that was like really geared towards younger people. It was hip, it was cool, it was, you know, whatever. And the ad said something like swipe right on this condo complex. And it was so specific to their target audience. You know, you want to do things like if you're in a great area where like it's like there's a lot of kids and there's a lot of whatever, you might say Pokemon approved or something. Like you just want to get as creative as possible. And honestly, don't use realtor speak. You know, we learned for a long time because of newspapers that we had a limit. This was like Twitter before it was Twitter, that we had a limit on how many letters we could use. And so we started doing things, and even in the MLSs, we still have this. We started doing SS, you know, like what is there, a shortstop in the house? Like we all know that's stainless steel. We know FP is fireplace. We know LL is lower. Like we know this stuff, but the general public, most of them don't know. I bring some of this stuff up to the people in my office who are not realtors, who were never in real estate, and they have to learn, they never have heard of this. So when you're doing these, the nice thing is you don't have to be short like that. Don't write a book. Remember, leave a lot out so they have a reason to contact you. But if you want to say stainless steel, actually say stainless steel, okay? Period. And then most importantly, and this is really a huge point right now, you have to change it up constantly. You can't take a post and run it for the next 8 months, okay? You have to 1 to 2 weeks tops. What we've learned from the algorithm on Facebook is that you're going to get the best bang for your buck for ads that run a week or less or a week to 2 tops. And that means you have to constantly change them. You have to adjust them. You have to adjust the wording, mix them up with a new ad, mix them up, okay? And that's something that some of you have a lot of time to do. Some of you don't, and that's why you have us doing it. But either way, whether you're that person or the other person, you've got to change it up constantly. Okay, and I'm going to try to get to as much of the nitty gritty of this, and then I'll answer a lot of your questions. But sometimes a lot of people like to know too, what do I budget for this? Okay, everyone's different, and what's beautiful about digital is that you're not locked into anything. It is, you know, you can do whatever it is that you can do. You can make money off it, reinvest, and go bigger. But a general rule, don't ever go less than $5 a day. Again, the way that the Facebook algorithm works, and for a lot of you that are already clients of ours, we made you adjust your marketing. If you go less than $5 a day, your return is going to be terrible. Minimum $5 a day, and quite frankly, the higher you go, the better the result you get, okay? So when we say the more the better, you really want to pay attention to population sizes, because if you're doing, you know, 3 cities and there's 100 and something thousand people in that thing, $5 a day is not a good idea. You're going to want to target in closer to a smaller area if you're going to do that, or you're going to want to significantly increase your budget to play that whole area, okay? We do work with many teams that cover multiple cities, and they have big budgets they're doing. And then we do work with people who, you know, solopreneur that's really just trying to create enough business right now to get through. And, you know, they'll do $5 a day. We'll target a specific area where we think that's going to work the best, and we do that for them. So it's different for every single person. For some of you, if you have more questions about that, you can talk to our office later or talk to the marketing department. But those are general rules you want to follow, okay? For those of you that are listening to this right now and you're going, you know, that's great. I don't have time to switch it up. I don't have time to remember all these rules. I don't have time, and I don't have time, or it's just not a best use of my time, or I'm just never going to get this, or I'm just never, and you want us to do it for you, that's an option as well. Here's how that works, okay? For up to 5 posts, and understand that's not 5 listings, that's 5 posts. So that means that we do up to 5 promoted posts per month for you, meaning we could do a generic go after a buyer or go after a seller one. We could do an open house one. We could do a coming soon one. We could do up to 5 posts total. It's $99 a month to us, and then plus whatever you put in for your marketing. So whatever you decide to put towards your Facebook budget, it would be $99 a month to us plus your marketing budget. If you want 6 to 10 posts, okay, it's $189 a month to us plus your marketing budget. Again, marketing budget's always up to you. We gain access to your business page on Facebook, but ultimately whatever you put towards your marketing is going to come right off your credit card. That has nothing to do with us. It's just, hey, I'm doing 3 open houses this weekend. I want to throw $50 a piece at each one of them. We'll set it up for you. We'll do it. But that $50 has nothing to do with us, okay? The things you're seeing on the left, $99 a month, $189 a month, $239 a month, Those just give you the ability to use us. We now control it for you. You fill out a submissions form and we create everything. We put it up for you. We write it for you. We do all that stuff, okay? Next one you see is $239 a month. That's for 11 to 20 total posts per month. And then for any of you that have larger teams, or you've got brokerages, or you've got brands, or you've got any of those things, we handle them a little bit differently once you start getting a little bit larger. So you just have to contact us for that, okay? Guys, before I start going into questions, I want to let you know that we are doing something just for this today. Again, if you're watching this and you're like, I can do that and I'm going to do that, fantastic. For the rest of you, if you want to get started like now and you want to start doing this, we're going to give you the option of, instead of just $99 a month or $189 or whatever it is, your first month is only going to be $74 for that first month, okay? And that would get you to learn the program. You can start seeing how the submissions process works. We're only doing that for the first 50 people, okay? Because it's an undertaking. We have a team here that does this, and obviously they can only handle so much. So I'm going to throw that up for you guys right now. Let me know when you see that, Rachel, okay? Should be there now. Guys, should be the right side of your screen, I think. If you click on that, $74 for the first month. After that, it goes to $99 or $189 or whatever program you're going to end up doing, but $74 for the first month, and we'll do everything for you, okay? Regardless of who you are, everyone on this broadcast needs to be doing what I've just taught over the last 52 minutes, okay? It's not an option anymore. It's not something like, oh, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't, maybe this is something that the younger people do, maybe this is, if your business relies on sales, then you need to be doing this. The only question is whether you're doing it or we're doing it for you, okay? Because one of the two has to happen. And for many of you, some of you, you get it, but you shouldn't be doing it, because again, it's not a best use of your time. Some of you think you get it, but you really don't. You know, there's so many little things that when you're doing this that make a difference between getting a great result and getting an okay result, okay? I already know this is going to happen, so please, guys, let me know. I'm going to answer all your questions in a second here. But if the page is down, because this happens almost every time, just refresh the page until it comes up when you go to that order cart, because we get overloaded after these calls, okay? Guys, I said something the other day that I want you to pay attention to right now, which is that there's never a shortage of anything on this earth. There's never a shortage of anything you need. There's never a shortage of money. There's never a shortage of resources. There's never a shortage of buyers and sellers. There's never a shortage of any of that stuff. The only thing there's ever a shortage of is your ability to attract those people, to attract that business to you, and then your ability to convince them that you are the best option. That is the only shortage that exists on this earth, especially when it comes to real estate, okay? And what I've just shown you, I've kind of kept it a little bit basic and then gave you kind of the rules of what you need to be doing within those. What I've just shown you, for some of you that are watching, and for those of you that take advantage of what we can actually do for you, it literally has the ability to be a game changer for you. Like, once you realize that you can create business any day you want, and you can have a consistent flow of these people coming in on a regular basis, everything changes for you. Business changes, life changes, your perspective on things changes. It's really just about getting in front of those people and being an option first, okay? I want to start answering the questions here. FYI, I'm getting, what was this? Rachel, FYI, everybody, I'm getting responses already. What was that? I must have missed the original. Mandy, you said, I signed up for this yesterday. Wished I would have known about the offer today, LOL. Hey guys, Rachel, make sure they refund her that she didn't get the special amount. Yeah. Mandy, sorry about that. We do make these special though, so you're gonna get it. I didn't know. And then Mandy, you said you're already getting responses from the post we put up for you yesterday. Awesome. Guys, when you get responses on this, by the way, it's different than through our other thing where like you're emailed with a response and their info and stuff. What this is gonna do is you're gonna keep checking your business page and you're gonna look for any comments from people and you're gonna reply to them that way. But again, if you have us do it and we're putting comment below, email me at, or call/text me at, most of the responses you get from people are actually going to be right to your cell phone. They're going to text you directly and say, where's that property? I want to see it. Or that house, you know, I'm actually thinking of selling my house. God, I wish I could pull on some of our clients right now that we do this for, and how many like listing presentations they get and other things. It's literally crazy, okay? because it's just marketing at the speed of today. It's marketing in this way. All right, let me see what other kind of questions we have here, guys. Guys, if you posted a question a while ago, repost it here, because I just realized I was on the screen share forever, and we have a crap ton of questions here. I love it. I love this. No joke. Meredith, you wrote, these ideas have been pure gold for my business. Meredith, I know it. I mean, how many listings did you get from doing what we said here? How many buyers have you picked up? I just said this to my client the other day, never thought of Facebook. These are such great, simple ideas. I can't wait. Just signed up. I hope I got in. You're in. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're doing top 50. Where are we right now? I think we have 20 spots left, something like that. I don't know how updated this is, though. Let me see what other kind of questions we have here. Great marketing ideas. Guys, I'm telling you. Guys, and just so you know, too, so I said we do this for you. You can go over to that offer thing, and we can start doing this for you on a regular basis. The way it works is that you'll get an email immediately. You're going to want to bookmark the link. We have a submissions page that whenever you want something done, think of it like your digital Sunday paper. You just fill out that submissions form, and we put it up for you. If we have questions, we'll contact you, okay? What is a realistic amount to pay for leads in order to see results? It depends. I mean, you could do, like I said, $5 a day and see results. You could go do an ad tomorrow and put a $20 budget on it for the next 3 days and see great results. It's all relative. Like, what's great results? You know, one of our clients that's trying to generate 1,000 leads a month is different than a client trying to generate 45, you know? Just signed up. Can't wait. Jared, I love your virtual coaching. Thank you. Awesome, man. Thank you. Let me see. On average, how long should a post stay up? Depends on the type of post. Again, open house post is only going to go through Sunday. On average, though, you want your average post to stay up for about a week to 2 weeks. Okay, and then you take it down and we put something else up and we change it up. It could even be a very similar post. You just got to change it up and make it different. I'm from a very small community with a large amount of competition. Should I do things differently? No. What you're going to find is doing things the way we're talking about doing them right now. The majority of your people are not doing it. It'll separate you completely, okay? Guys, and by the way, what I just showed you to do and what we do for a lot of people and a lot of you are signing up for us to do right here, what I want you to understand is that this is exactly what I do in my business as well. Many of you are watching this right now. Many of you just signed up. Many of you have joined our virtual and one-on-one coaching in the last couple of months because you saw a promoted post on Facebook with a video that you watched or with a training like this that you went to or with something on it, and now you're like addicted. Now you watch all our trainings. Now you're subscribed on YouTube. Now you're sending me Snapchat messages like crazy. Now you like every Instagram thing. Now and it all came from you 10 minutes prior never hearing of me, and all of a sudden something that was relevant to you at that time being in front of you, and that's exactly what this does. And by the way, your 99 other friends that it didn't relate to and it had nothing to do with them, they still saw it, but then they didn't do anything to it. They didn't engage, so I didn't pay for that. And I hope you guys understand that. That is a pretty cool thing, okay? I'm getting responses already. I signed up with you guys just the other day. Awesome. Do we have to clarify the specific posts we want to go up and how quickly do they go up? So we tell people that posts go up within 72 hours. They're usually done much quicker, if I'm being honest, but we just say that to make sure we don't give expectations too high. When you say specific post, what you'll do is you fill out whether it's an open house, whether it's coming soon, whether it's a generic buyer, seller, whatever, and then we'll come up with, if it's a buyer, seller, whatever, we'll come up with, okay, let's do the home buyer assistance, let's do something else, and we'll send you, here's what we plan on doing. And as long as you don't veto that, that's what we're going to do. And what we tend to find, too, is once we start working with people, you get to know your rep from the team. You guys kind of get to know each other, and it just starts running, fluently where everybody just kind of knows each other at that point. Signed up. Thank you for the brilliant ideas. You rock. Kathy, it says, what if you don't, but it didn't say anything after that? How many business pages can you run if you have multiple businesses? As many as you want. There's no limit. It's just about the number of posts that we do for you. What if you don't have a house to sell? Kathy, we kind of covered that. Like I showed the generic ones you can put up. If you want buyer or seller leads that are not connected to a house at all, we can create leads that way too. Yep, we can do specific stuff for FSBOs, expireds, no doubt about it. what is the best seller lead campaign? That one that I showed you, the first one, which says I have buyers that are ready to buy in the next 30 days, but due to low inventory, they haven't been able to find anything. If you know anybody looking to sell, I may be able to sell your house without ever hitting the market, is gold, okay? Another one is to take our new listing prospecting letter, but turn it into a promoted post where you do, like I said before, and you say like just sold 99% of what it was asking. This may have changed the value of your property. If you or someone you know is thinking of selling, please contact me right away. I can let you know how it's changed. I'm interested in signing up for the special $74. Steve, just go over to the offers tab on the right-hand side and click on the I want to take advantage of the special offer. I know some of you were getting an error code when you were going there. Just refresh the page. We had a ton of people go over there. Stacy, over on the right-hand side, the offers, you should see that. Let me know if you don't see it. You should be able to click on that. Rachel, you still seeing it? Yeah, so you just got to click on offers. You see the chat is above, and then off to the right, it says room polls offers or something like, I don't know what your guys says. The offers are right there. Just click on the I want to take advantage of the special offer. And guys, I mean, literally it's gold. Like the idea of being able to get in front of whoever you want with whatever message you want, with whatever call to action you want is awesome. This is awesome, thank you. Do you delete the prior post or just leave it in your feed? Leave it on your Facebook page. There's no reason not to. It's not going to show up in people's feed anymore, but it's still there if they go to your page. I do an awful job following up because I'm busy. You got to get an assistant or some kind of help or something. Can I sign up now, but use for a few? Yeah, of course. I'm in the area of Louisiana that experiences severe flooding. Melinda, by the way, if you're in Louisiana, it actually would work for you right now. We did this when this happened in Houston with the flooding. You put a post out that says something like, if your house wasn't affected by the floods, the value may have changed. If you'd like to know how it's changed, comment below, email me at, call me, text me at, and watch the number of people that respond. You're actually in a position where you can get a ton of leads, okay? And guys, understand it's like a gym membership where you sign up for this on a monthly basis. Once you sign up, we're gonna contact you. And we're gonna get the info we need from you to get you going and get you educated. And then every month you decide. Some months you might do 3 posts. Some months you might do 8 posts. But if you don't use it, it's like a gym membership. It's still there, okay? Yes, you mentioned no address. Do you do that for an open house too? Absolutely, okay? Absolutely. And guys, again, to sign up, offers on the right side there. Up at the top, click on offers and then click on I want to take advantage of the special offer. You should be able to do that. But absolutely, you always leave out the price. You always leave out the location. And then I even leave out other things just because it makes them contact you. You do not want to, you want to put enough in there to pull them in, but not enough for them to disqualify themselves. Because once they disqualify themselves, you have no chance of getting in front of them. Jason said, yes, Jared, that's exactly how I found you. There you go. By doing exactly what I'm trying to teach you guys how to do now. So to boost it costs, but just to have the business page does not cost. Amy, that's correct. And if you don't have a business page, we'll set it up for you, okay, at no cost, okay? So yeah, business page doesn't cost anything to set up. It's just the cost to actually run the ads. Yes, David, can we get additional help with Facebook marketing and your virtual coaching program? Absolutely, David. So a lot of people are in these programs, and then they're in our virtual or our one-on-one. And that gives you access to ask me questions, to whatever you need to do, and I'll answer everything, okay? Kristen, do you coach on how to convert the leads once we get them? I absolutely do. Rachel, can you send Kristen, or maybe you already did, if you guys go to jaredjamestoday.com/convert, a training I did 2 weeks ago on that exact thing is there, okay? So you're gonna wanna go check that out. You said to keep it easy and remove Instagram. How or where do you do that? And you sent us an email with the printouts. So Janice, you must not have seen it when I went over it on this training earlier, but this will be recorded and you can watch it again. I actually showed how to set up the ad, and I showed how to pick the placement, how to eliminate the placements. So you just literally uncheck Instagram, uncheck desktop right feed or whatever it's called, right column, and yeah, it'll get rid of those. Absolutely. When someone replies to and or shares your post, does Facebook charge you? Yes, that comes up out of the budget. That's considered an engagement. Okay. How is this different from the landing page thing you've done in the past? Not our own business page. Same. It's on Facebook, but completely different thing. What we do with the landing page thing is where we actually create a generic business page for you. It's not actually connected to you in your name in any way. And then we actually put out some kind of an ad, not a boosted post or promoted post, but we actually create an ad with a clickable link where it says, looking to sell, get your instant home value now. They click on it. It goes to a landing page where they put in their information to get their value. Leads, just like this, leads, but a different way to do it. It's another line in the water, okay? Personally, every top realtor I know does both of these, okay? They've got both of them going on. How many months do you have to commit to? Jan, there's no commitment. If it sucks, you can leave. We do not require contract, okay? So that's obviously a good thing. We know that it works. We know that it's good. We don't require contracts. There's no 6 month. There's no 12 month. There's no, you sign up for the $74 right now, and that gives you the first month. And then for every other month, you're either 99 or 189 or 2, depending on how many posts you want to do. But there's no contract. At any point, you can be like, I want to put it on hold. And then you can be like, I want to restart up. I want to cancel. I want it, whatever. So no contract. Can we download the webinar today? Where can we download today's webinar? Well, as long as it works, we'll be sending it out tomorrow, as long as it works and it records like it should, okay? Can you do it for investors? Absolutely, you can do it for anyone. Investors are a great group to be doing this for. And again, if we're doing it for you, when you fill out the submission form, you tell us that's who you're after, and we'll give you an idea of what kind of an ad we're gonna put up, what kind of a boosted post we're gonna put up, and then we start promoting it. I ran a seller ad about having a buyer and I didn't get any responses. I did keep it to the community that my buyer actually wanted. Should I have made it more generic? My answer is yes. That's why I said that over and over on this. You have to be kind of generic so it's more well-reaching. But I would have to see what your ad looked like, because I hear that all the time, and then once I go and look at them, I realize a lot of mistakes that were made. And again, that's why we do this. I teach you how to do it. I just showed you guys exactly how to do it. Fantastic. I know that 90% of you either aren't going to have the time or aren't going to do it correctly. If this is not done 100% correctly, it won't work the same way. That's why, out of demand, I created the marketing department. I said, do it for them. Because we have a coaching department. We were coaching people, but even though we were coaching them, they still weren't sure how to do things. And they'd come back the next week and go, well, that didn't work, or that didn't. And I go and look at it, and I'd see what was done wrong. It's like getting into a car and just putting your foot on the pedal without putting the keys in. Yes, you're in the car, but it's not going to move forward, but it's not the car's fault. So you either see how to do it based on what I just showed you, or you don't have the time, or you just know you're not going to keep up with it, or you're not going to get it completely, and you have us do it. And quite frankly, guys, it's not expensive. $74 first month, $99 a month after that, unless you do more ads or more posts, $189, $239, plus your marketing budget. It's not that expensive. The ROI is ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. Go ask some of the people who are writing in this thread that we've done this for, how many listings, how many buyers they've created compared to what they've spent. It's crazy. When do we get the screenshot so we can review the language? In the beginning, we can just email it right over. You're sending a screenshot or whatever so that you can start to get used to us. Quite honestly, once we get going and once we actually build rapport with you, unless you absolutely have to have it, the whole point of us doing it is that we're not sending you every step of the way. We're just doing it for you, okay? And you're just collecting on the leads, okay? And then if you go look at it once it's up and you say, I don't like that, we can take it down and redo it. But the idea of every client having to send it first for approval, you know, for our 2-year relationship with them would take forever. Where do we get the slides? Guys, I'll be sending out a link where I'll make the slides downloadable, okay? Can you attach a visual tour instead of pics? Would it work the same way? Anton, you can. In fact, what a lot of people are doing is they're doing like live videos going through, like open houses or going through a listing, and they're uploading that video and they're doing promoted posts off of that, and that works extremely effective as well. Could you discuss your coaching options? If you go to our website and just click on coaching, we have virtual coaching, which is $59 a month or $5.99 for the year. Gives you members only access to our dashboard, templates, scripts, campaigns, everything you need. I personally do a weekly coaching broadcast live. If you're not available, it's available on a recording all week. It's an amazing value. That's virtual coaching. And then we have one-on-one coaching where you actually get assigned to a specific coach. Starts at $4.99 a month and goes up from there depending on which program you go with. If you want to do a consult for one-on-one coaching, you fill out the consult form on our website, and I'll personally do the consult with you, okay? The link is not working, Jason. Jason, just keep refreshing that. Again, we always get overloaded. There's a lot of people on here right now. and the pages are only meant to have so many people go to them at one time. So just keep refreshing the page. It'll work. God forbid it doesn't work for you after a little bit, just call us and we'll take care of you. But if you just refresh it a couple times, it should work, okay? Someone just said that they refreshed and now it works, but yeah, okay. Got that. Where do we go to see the recording? I'll have this emailed out, guys. And I'm just going to start going through the questions now, guys, okay? I'll answer anything you want. Do you add photos to any of the posts other than the open house post? Absolutely. Just listed, just sold, whatever. Even sometimes when we do those generic posts, we might put up a picture that relates to what it is we're trying to do. Absolutely. That's part of what our marketing department does, is that they're testing all different ways to see where you'll get the best response. And you know, it's really a best use of time for them to do that, not for you to do that. But that's what we're always doing. Absolutely. All we care about is you getting the best response possible. Just created my very first ad for some vacant lots I'm struggling to sell. Can't wait to see the results. That's awesome. Do you have a site that shows what is included for the $74 package? Great content as always. Yeah, if you go to jaredjamestoday.com/real estate, this particular program is the last one offered. And it just shows you that, you know, 1 to 5 posts is $99 a month. 6 to 10 posts is $189 a month. And it just gives you, the $74 gives you 5 posts a month with us for the first month. It goes to $99 a month for the second month and after. That's just a promotional first month. 5 posts, whatever kind of post you want us to do. You're going to be going to jaredjames.com/submissions, where you'll be submitting what it is you want, you know, a buyer ad, a seller ad, an open house ad with the details. And it gives you up to 5 posts that we'll do for you, okay? How much does Facebook charge? Where'd that go? You per contact. Someone likes my post. There's no such thing as that, Linda. The better the ad is done, the less you'll get per. The less amount per engagement. But there's no set amount. It's not how it works. Depends on the overall population, how effective the ad is. Like, how do you do it for investors or FSBOs? I mean, Eve, off the top of my head, and again, the marketing department's got that stuff written down, but off the top of my head, for investors, you could easily put out something that says that you have access to properties not on the open market that are 70% LTV, ready to close, you know, something like that. You know, contact me right away if you want access to this list, or something like something that matters to them, and then comment below, email me at, call me, text me at. It's just, you got to look at what matters to people, not what matters to you. The consumers are the person you're after is who you have to care about. When we have the slides available, probably tomorrow morning, Lisa. Just signed up, off to my company sponsored webinar. Awesome. Okay, if we sign up for the $74, which again goes to $99 the second month and after, and we feel we want to post more than 5 for next month, can we increase the payment to the next level? Absolutely, that's how it works. Okay, so once we see that that goes over, somebody from our marketing department will call you and say, hey, this is your 6th post you want to do this month. That's going to put you in the next level. Is that okay? Okay. Susan, you wrote, I love the one-on-one coaching, 4 exclamation points. Well, that just made my day. Thank you. How do we get our listing info to you, or what kind of ads we want to put in? Again, when you sign up, you're going to get an email, and it's going to go to a thank you page that actually shows how that process works. But what's going to happen is that you're going to be sent. In fact, you know what, guys? I'll just show you this. Here, look. How's this? You are going to be sent to submissions. This is where you go when you want to put an ad in. Own listings ad, a just sold ad, a generic seller ad, a generic buyer ad, and then when you click on them, it's going to give you options of, you know, what you're going to need, when does it start, what type of property, number of bedrooms. Like, it's going to have all of that stuff there. Okay, we do this with a lot of people, so we know what works here, and then whenever people give us suggestions for ways to make it easier, we do it, which is why we have those different options on that one. But all of those instructions are sent to you when you get going, when you actually fill out to get going. Okay. Thank you for your insight, Jared. No problem. Rob, is there a term commitment? No, there is not, Rob. It's monthly. You can go on hold or cancel at any time, but you should keep it going. I mean, that's why we do that. Can you do a just sold even if it's an office listing? Yes, as long as you get your broker's permission, okay? Those are broker's listings, not the agents. As long as you get the broker's permission, yes. With coaching, do you create the social media presence for me? We can help you in step-by-step do that. Coaching tells you how to do that and can walk you step-by-step of what to do, but coaching is not them taking over your account and doing it for you. That's really what our marketing department does, okay? How many people marketing? God, I don't even know. There's hundreds and hundreds. You know, we just hired another marketing rep. Katie, I get your question. They're not overwhelmed, and quite frankly, if they started to, I would just hire more people. Not something to worry about, I promise you. You can talk to any one of our clients. Everybody gets special attention. Everybody gets what they need. And the moment that came close to not happening, I would hire more people, period, okay? Do you take PayPal? Jason, we don't. We've thought about it, but it's just not the way we do. We go through authorized.net. We do it that way, credit card, but no, we don't. Brand new agent, don't have buyer or sellers to take advantage of those suggested posts. Would this still work for me? Absolutely. My God, there's so many different creative posts. Like, that's what these are made for. We can do it all the way for a 50-person team down to somebody brand new who has absolutely nothing going on. And so if you sign up, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about what kind are you looking for. Then they'll brainstorm some ideas and they'll start promoting those posts for you. Absolutely. Do you ever feel like you're fatigued? Man, Anton, I do a lot, but I'm a natural introvert. But when I need to, I've got a lot of energy, man. I exercise a lot. I eat right. My office will tell you. Fatigue's not really an option for me, and it's not something I generally stay energized, man. I have to. It's what I do for a living. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do this. Look, I mean, I travel a lot too, which, you know, it's just I'm made up different than a lot of people. Thanks so much, Jared. Can't wait to boost the business. Awesome. Just signed up. Awesome. If you pay $5 per ad, how does that work per engagement? Is the cost per engagement? Yes. So, for example, Tracy, because we don't know how much it's going to cost per engagement. That's a Facebook algorithm thing based on how effective the ad is and how big your marketplace is. But that would mean that if, you know, it was 37 cents, you know, or whatever per engagement, it would mean that you're getting 13 to 15 engagements a day if you had a $5 a day budget. So yeah, it just breaks down that way. Just signed up. Awesome. What's Pro Seller Marketing Pro? Frank, I assume that you're on that page on our site. That's a completely different thing where we actually create a generic business page for you, and we just create seller leads for you on a regular basis. Those seller leads are actually emailed to you or automatically put into your database. It's just another way to create seller leads outside of this way, which is a little bit more creative. They're both necessary, and they're both creating business on a regular basis. A lot of our clients do both programs, okay? But if you're on that page, watch the videos on that page. It explains them both very specifically, very clearly, okay? Do we work with the same agent for our post? I think you're talking about representative. I think most of the time you would, because people tend to get used to people. If, you know, for example, someone you usually work with is, you know, busy with someone else and you want it up right away, like, you know, today kind of a thing, then we'd have to use one of our other reps. But again, those are not issues we generally have, okay? Their sole job is to take care of you guys, so no big deal. Yes, Jared, will your marketing team look at my business page and advise if it needs updating? Absolutely. That's one of the things we do as well. Absolutely. All right, guys, if there's any other questions, let me know. I want to answer as many as I can, but if not, I'm going to let you guys go. It's already gone longer than I thought it was going to. Again, take advantage of that offer there, guys. It's you know, amazing for you. For the other ones who know how to do it and they've got the time to do it, go for it. I hope this has been extremely valuable for you. Make sure you guys, you send me a message on Snapchat or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Let me know you watched this. Let me know what you think. I'm doing this again at 9 p.m. Eastern, so share the registration link with your friends and your colleagues you think would benefit from it and get it out to them. Get them registered for tonight. That would be a great way for you to say thank you, would be to do that. But send me your messages, again, especially on Snapchat and these places. Let me know if there's any changes you think need to be made for the 9 p.m. Eastern call. I always switch it up for the nighttime. Try to make it better and better and better for you guys. So make sure you do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys for being on. So cool to have so many of you on here. We'll try to have the replay, as long as the recording works, out by tomorrow, if at all possible. Again, go to connectwithjared.com, connect on all the platforms. I do different things on different places, but that's free content you can get on a regular basis. What is the ideal CTA for a down payment assistance post? Tyra, very simply, you're going to find out how much it is, and you're going to say, if you were someone you know is buying, I may be able to get you up to $12,000 or whatever it is towards the purchase of your home. Contact me right away to see if you qualify. comment below, email me at, call/text me at. I covered that in today's training. So when you get the replay, you can pause, rewind, and watch exactly how that's done. Okay. With that being said, guys, thank you. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a great one. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you tonight. If not, I'll see your friends tonight. Okay. Talk to you.